All right, so today we are going to walk through the Kelly guide to setting up your website. Some of you may have already gone through this, some of you don't have access to it yet because your buttons are gone. Follow along as best as you can. If for some reason you can't, is everybody logged in to Command right now? Okay. So if everybody's logged into Command, that's good. We'll go through the guide. I'll show you where to access the settings at, how to walk through. It'll set it up, your website. You'll be able to claim your domain name, your subdomain name from your KW site. And then we'll go through some of the other features that you can do, pages you can add, the standalone web pages for listings or for buyer presentations, that sort of thing. All right, so we're going to sign in to our command this. Man, I feel like I really wish all these tasks would figure out how to actually click, because I click all these tasks and they still come back. Command. It's agent.kw.com. So you should all be right here with me on this site, unless you didn't bring a laptop, in which case, if you want to, I don't know if you want to sit up front so you can see the big screen better, or since you didn't bring a laptop, but it's fine. Either one, however you want to do it. You can also watch this later on YouTube. I'm recording it, so you'll be able to see exactly what I do, so you can follow along later at home if you need to.
Okay, Bryan, so you're saying on this page right here, and if we have no tasks, it's just going to be empty anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so on the left-hand side here, we have all of our little tabs. The very bottom one is going to be your sites, and that's where we're going to start out with. When it first loads, it loads for all of your pages that you've created. I have quite a few here that I've created, and you may have nothing in there if you've never created a page. So most likely, if yours is empty, that's fine. Up at the top here, you have your sites. It shows landing pages, agent site pages, neighborhood pages. Agent site pages, you probably only have 3, maybe you have 4. I've created another one that is not yet published, but you should have, if you've set up your website, you'll see 3 pages there. If you haven't, then we're going to go through how to do that. So you should have a button up here at the very top right-hand corner that says Agent Site Settings. Let me see. Most people should have that. And when you go to that, you have options. It says Agent Site. Having an agent site will help you create relevant content for your clients and grow your business. If you want to make changes to your digital social presence, you can update your marketing profile. Your marketing profile is the basis of your information that they are going to pull from. It's going to be your headshot, your business name, your phone numbers, your email addresses, all of your relevant social marketing data. You need to walk through this. So you should definitely have that set up. Actually, let's just go ahead and look at it. Huh?
Which provider would you like to use for this site?
Okay, good. Okay, so if you got the pop-up that says that you need to configure your site, that's fine. We'll just start there then, and then we'll come back to the marketing site in a minute. If you've never set up your site before, then that should be what you get. It's what you should have seen is that little pop-up, and it should ask you, what provider would you like to use for your site? I want to use the new KW agent sites, which is what we're going to do, and then it'll take you to the Kelly guide. If you have a Playster site and you want to continue to use your Playster site, you have to pay for that. It's like 60 or 70 bucks a month now. You have that option as well. Or you want to explore other options, and there's some paid options in there for a different website. If you, huh? No.
Free is where we are, right?
Yeah, where we are is free. Everywhere else is going to be money. Right. So if you don't get this pop-up, if you've clicked on agent sites, or you click on CC agent site options or whatever, if you didn't get this pop-up right away, that means you've probably already been through the Kelly guide at least once. So most likely, I feel like Jim, you probably have already been through this a couple times, so
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we've walked through it before.
this time.
Yeah. So, anyways, you're going to want to use the first option. You want to use the new KW agent sites. That's what we're going to walk through right now. So here's a little just what should I expect to get out of this guide. Learn how to create and manage your personally branded, neighborhood-focused, mobile-optimized website. First, you're going to choose your subdomain. Then you're going to choose theme and styling. And then you're going to do page creation.
Bryan, back up just a little bit. How did you get to that page? What did you click on?
So we're going to click on agent site settings up here.
Uh-huh.
If you get this website, you're going to click on see agent site options. Unless you've never done this before, then you should automatically get the pop-up that comes from clicking this. So you either have two options. You're going to get a pop-up or you're not going to get a pop-up. If you get a pop-up, you've been through this before. No, if you don't get a pop-up, you've been through it before.
Yeah, pop-up, so
Okay.
we'll just go with it.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Either way, so everybody knows this. Everybody's seen this little pop-up now, and you've moved on. Yep.
Submit.
Brian, Robert, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get to that thing. Yeah, I just got
Okay.
connection here. Give me 1 second. Okay.
What?
I wanted to see if I could try to bring him up to this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And just had a question for you, Bryan.
It's still connecting, sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so you can get that in a minute.
Where am I going wrong with this?
Go to sites at the bottom.
Oh, okay. I'll get there. Insights?
No, sites. It's not going to scroll. You're going to need to go up here and go to, yeah, you're going to need to zoom out one. The zoom feature right there. Go minus, yep, just do that once. Now you should be able to see your sites. There it is.
So there's zoom, go for 75%. And
Yep, sites. The very bottom one.
is that sites, Bryan?
Yep.
So click on it, sir. Alright.
So follow along as best you can. Watch the screens if you want to move up to the front, or you can turn around so you can see that one. Okay, so we're going to use the KW agent site. So everybody should be, when I looked at the screen, everybody looked like they were here at this Kelly guide. We're going to click Get Started at the bottom. A compliance reminder comes up. What this says is that you have to include your Market Center DBA logo. You have to have the ownership statement at the bottom of your website. And any compliance with local board or commission laws, that sort of thing. So, says check with your local licensing authority and board if there's anything that they require. You can click here if you want to find your Market Center approved logo. I believe I've emailed it to most people already. If you need a copy of it, just let me know. I can email you a copy of it. Or you can click here. It'll take you to KW Connect. Let me actually just show you real quick where to get this stuff because it is pretty easy to find. If you go into KW Connect, which is right here, you can go into Resources, Marketing, and right here, the very first thing that comes up is Logos and Branding. You have the option to download this Identity and Style Guide. This tells you everything you need to know about logos, about the Keller Williams logo, what you can and what you cannot do about it. It also gives you the color profiles. So when you're on the website and they say, oh, you can choose a color, you can choose color red because it gives you the combination on, for you able to do that. I have it downloaded in I have it downloaded in here. So this is what it kind of looks like. It gives you a table of contents so you can find all of the logos. It shows you how the DBA name needs to be centered on here. Again, this is already done for you in the logo, but just in case you're trying to figure out your yard signs, if you're trying to figure out business cards, it tells you exactly how everything needs to be. Email signatures. Social media posts, everything. It goes through the whole entire thing. Anything to do with Keller Williams marketing has to be done by this. Like some people will take the KW and they'll rearrange it and they'll move the market center name underneath. You can't do that. It's a registered trademark, Keller Williams with the Keller Williams underneath. You can't make any changes to our logo at all. You can create your own logo for your own personal use. That's fine. You can do that, but you cannot mess with or change the logo. It even says like you can't even use old Keller Williams logos that you may have found online. The one that's like really swirly, you can't use that anymore.
The good looking ones. Pretty ones. They're really pretty ones.
So that's the style guide, and you can find that in there. And I definitely recommend you taking a look at that and learning what is and what is not legally allowed from the Keller Williams point of view. But down here, you can put in the market center 0451, and then, oops, sorry, it's not 0. It's 451. You can preview or download the our logo, and you can get it right from here from Connect. So back here, that's where you find logos, and that's where you find all the marketing gear that you need. It even allows you to download. There's other like just the KW, just the KW with the 1 in it, like all the different variations of the Keller Williams logo. It's available for you to download for free there on KW Connect. So it says Keller Williams Realty is not responsible for verifying the accuracy of your website branding. So if you do it wrong, Keller Williams isn't responsible, but you are. So the first thing that you're going to get here is your subdomain. This is where you're going to choose what people put in the address bar. All of my social media is Listing Guru CA. That's what I chose, so that's what I went with for my website so that it stays consistent with all of my social media branding. Most people just use first name, last name. If you have, whatever you want to do, you can do it. I feel like before I used Bryan Realtor before I changed all my social media stuff. So whatever you want to do, it's up to you. You shouldn't have a problem. It'll tell you if it's available. You'll type it in right here, and then you'll confirm it, and it will let you know. Now see, we were going to go over marketing profile, but right here is your marketing profile information. So this is the basic information that you can use it will push out everywhere that it's needed. So if a spot calls for a phone number, this is where it's going to pull your phone number from. So you'll want to walk through here and fill out all of this information. Now, today, we are not going to be able to help everybody right now go through all this stuff. I really want to just show you where it is, maybe put in some words so that you can find a placeholder for it, so you can come back to it later on, because you're going to have to come up with descriptions for yourself, your agent biography, you're going to have to you have to come up with all the things that you need to sell yourself. You're going to have to think about what kind of pictures you want to use, that sort of thing. So I'm going to show you where to put them all. And then again, this will be on YouTube, so you can go back and rewatch it and walk through it once you've got a better idea of what it is that's going to be required of you. Because, ideally, everybody would have come in with some pictures and some bio descriptions in their heads, but that's just not what we are able to do. So, so again, anything that's marked with this red asterisk like this, it's going to be required for you to fill out in order to move forward with that form. So red asterisks are required, so you don't have to put an office number or a mobile number, but a job title, email, bio, those are required. Agent license numbers should be required because if you're doing real estate in California, you have to put your license number in there.
Do you have the trademark thing on the realtor? How do you do that, and do you have to do that?
No, you don't have to do that. I do it because I want to. If you have a Windows computer, when you're typing, if you hold down the Alt key, hold on a second. Nope, that's not it either. It's 0174. Hold down Alt and type 0174. When you release the Alt key, the little circle R, registered trademark R, will do that. If you are on a Mac, it is, I think it is Option R. You have to double check with that.
It's 0174,
0174, yes.
and you hold the Alt button.
Yeah, Alt 0174.
017, oops.
Where are you?
0174.
Where are you typing it? There's nothing there, that's why.
There was. This computer doesn't do a lot of things. So I'll just do it at home.
Command and the same numbers for Apple,
What?
for Apple, is it, it's command and
No, it's, I think it's Function R.
function R, okay.
It's one of these, it's not Command, but it's one of these three buttons.
All right.
I think it's
Function is
Option
there.
or Control.
Function is right here,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's one of those two.
control or option.
So you can use that if you'd like, if your computer will do it. I don't, maybe you need to have the number keys on the side.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll just do it when I go in there, because I have to keep
Sure.
report out there.
So the compliance legal footer, this is important. Personally, I put in my associate Calbri license number, the Victor Valley Keller Williams license number in there as well, but required is each office is independently owned and operated. You have to have that in you have to have that in your footer, your legal footer. It has to be on your business cards, it has to be on your signs, it has to be on your open house signs, if there's a Keller Williams logo on your open house signs. But if it's Keller Williams branded, it has to say each office is independently owned and operated. Again, I always put in there my associate license number just to double down, make sure that it's on everything, and I put the office license number as well, so that there's no confusion that I'm with Keller Williams Victor Valley, and that's what their license number is. And you can format that kind of however you want, as long as the words are there. Then there's the Market Center brokerage license number. You put that in there, and your Market Center brokerage phone number. Put that in there. These all show up down here. This is where the legal footer shows up. Is license number. Each office is independently owned and operated. That's right. And apparently, it also does it itself. So you're kind of double downing it, I guess, but it should be fine. Legal footer image, you can add an image here so that it shows up in your footer. If you come up with a footer with maybe the equal housing opportunity logo, with the Realtor logo, maybe whatever your own personal logo. So, ooh, excuse me. Ooh, then it'll show up down there. You can also have a title and a link down here. There is a link that you can actually find on the Keller Williams website that is the privacy policy. It could be a good idea to provide a link to the Keller Williams privacy policy on there. That's an option that you can have. Oh, actually, you know what? There is already a link to the privacy policy right here. Cookie policy, privacy policy, terms of use, fair housing, and accessibility. So I guess you don't really need to do that. On the last website, I had to do that myself, so that's why I was thinking that might be a thing, but it looks like they've taken care of that for you. This image right here is editable, so you can put any image that you want. Oh, is that not? Oh, this is still the marketing profile. So you can't edit that picture yet, but on the next page here, we'll be able to edit this picture. So we'll save and continue because we've created our subdomain and we have filled out our marketing profile. So on this next page, you're able to choose your theme of your website. There's a red theme and there's a dark theme. I went with dark instead of the red. That was my preference. The home page text. This right here is what shows up right here on your website. So you can edit that and change whatever it is that you need. Your home page, upload a homepage hero image. So this right here is just the placeholder, I guess, for when you're editing it, because I don't have that picture. I have all my own pictures that I've taken here that randomly goes through. So I think you can pick up to 5 images. You can create those images in design if you want. You can put a picture in there. It even has a spot in designs that says, hey, here's, if you want your hero images, here's some hero images. They have really cool looking designs. We're still in the guide. So they have really cool looking designs with like some fun backgrounds, and you can put multiple pictures on there that you can use as these hero images. So when people log in and when people show up on your website, they have some nice pictures to look at. So that's for this image, for just this theme or whatever, this is the only part of this. So think of pictures that you have, maybe listing pictures, pictures that you've taken around, the high desert, that sort of thing. I picked a couple listing pictures, and actually I need to change this picture here because I edited it to make it a little bit smaller and it'll fit better. So we'll save and continue because we've picked a theme and we've looked at where you edit your hero images. Okay. So on the third part is your content. This is where we're going to look at the different pages that are available to you. It sets up 3 pages default. You have your home page, which you go through with your theme. And then it sets up the 3 extra pages, which is a company profile, an about us, and a contact page. You can edit these pages to really be anything that you want. For company profile, I made my page oh man. So apparently it resets all this to default, and I really hope I don't have to. Hopefully this doesn't actually save. I think I'm gonna skip. Instead of hitting continue, I think I'm gonna skip this because I don't want to. Yeah. So you'll put in a company profile. So this could be, about Keller Williams. And if you're trying to have, a recruiting page, something like that, you can make it about Keller Williams. Or you can make this, instead of a company profile, you can make it about you. Or you can make it about the market center. You can make it really about anything that you want. So you can type in what you want it to be, and you see that So the page title, I'm gonna have to explain this a little bit. So the page title is what you see right here. Command Kelly Guides. This is the page title of the page that we're on. Up here, welcome to KW Connect. This is the page title for KW Connect. It can change. Sometimes it's static and it's the same thing for a whole website. So for KW Connect, it looks like even when you go into marketing, it just says welcome to KW Connect. No matter what you do, so their page title for every page is welcome to KW Connect. For command, every page is going to be a little bit different, so it should change up here. So you can say, welcome to my web page, and that can be the page title for this page, or it can say, this one will say about KW. So when people are on this page, when they're looking at the company profile, up here it's going to say about KW. Page title, because you'll see when things change when you're on these fields, like under content. Here's the page header, it says company profile. So you can change this to match, and you can see that it changed right here when I typed it. Under this tab right here is called Search Engine Optimization, which is also shortened SEO. What search engine optimization is all of the keywords that Google looks at on the back side of your website. So Google comes up, people are watching the screen from the front, and they're typing in and they're using the user interface. Google comes from the back and reads all of the code and says, oh, this is what this person's website is about. So SEO is very important for search rankings, for your Google rankings. Your SEO description, you can see here it says search engine shows the SEO description in search results. Optimizing the description is a very important aspect of search engines will match keywords used in a consumer search with this description. So if you've ever gone to Google and you typed in a search for, let's just say, real estate, when it comes up right here, it says Victorville, California. This is truly a Zillow. Let's go to something that's not one of those people. So brokerglenn.com, Glenn Mitchell Group. His SEO description is personalized service, local expertise, available, blah, 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 blah. This right here that shows up is what he put in his SEO description. So you want to make it a concise, compact paragraph about what you do and how you do it. You don't want to make it lengthy. It's not something where you write pages. It's not multiple paragraphs. It's 3 sentences, 3 to 4 sentences of what you do, as clear as possible, as short as possible. Like he said, like you put an expert service, local service, local expert, whatever you want to put in there, that's what you're going to put it. And then that's what Google is going to search. So at the same time that you want to make it clear and concise, you also want to use, words that you want to be associated with. Home buyers, buying a home, listing a home, selling a home, whatever. So those keywords will help you rank in Google. When someone types in real estate, your website should come up. I didn't specify an area, so I feel like it just comes up. That's what, I feel like Broker Glenn has good SEO to come up on the first page of Google for just putting in real estate. So, so SEO is very important. Page title is also part of the SEO because Google will also, the Google bots that go around and look at all the keywords and everything, they're going to use those keywords even in the title. So title and SEO description are important for Google ranking. But most people, the only thing people are going to actually see is going to be your page title when it shows up top on the little tab. All right. Who's with me? Yeah? All right. Look at you guys. I'm impressed. I thought for sure we'd be like, wait. Let's start over. All right. So the next section. All right. So the next section is content. This is where you get to customize your website. This is where you can use the page header about KW. That's this right here. And then you can click to upload an image. You can upload, you can drag and drop right here, or you can, use, where's my, we'll just use this. You can use this picture here, and this is going to be your background image, which would be a terrible background image to use, but it's the only picture that I had on hand. So this is where you update this, and it also says right here, recommended size, 2,000 by 500.
That's big.
Yeah, it is big. But you can go into designs, into KW Designs in Command, and you can say, I want to use a custom size and create a 2,000 by 500 picture and then fill it with any picture that you want or any design or any texture that you want and create something all on your own that you don't have to Google, that you don't have to worry about copyright usage. It's available to you for free. All you have to do is click on that. Yeah. So we will eventually get over that in just a minute. Right here, enter a quick description of your business. This is your intro paragraph. So you can put like, I'm Bryan. Yeah, I can't spell anything. This keyboard's weird. So I'm Bryan. I'm a real estate agent, blah, 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 blah. And this is where you can put in a paragraph about yourself. This is what you got to think about your bio, what you want to say. All of these things, again, are also going to be searched by the Google bots. These are going to be customer facing as well, so you don't want to use incoherent thoughts like you can with a Google search because they're just looking for keywords. They're just looking for words. You don't have to be concise. Except, well, the description, you people can kind of see it if they Google search you, but so you do want to make it a little bit, understandable. But this is client facing, so you definitely want to make sure this is really nice. And then you have this section right here. And this is the headline title, and you can enter a headline description, and then you have a picture. So that's this, headline title, enter headline description, and a picture. So this, you can put a picture of you with a buyer, a happy buyer, and be like, here's the services that I provide. This is what happens when you buy with me. You are a lifelong happy customer. And then you can do the same thing with this second section here. And then you have a footer headline. You can put in a little footer here. I use that as a third. I use buyers, sellers, and I don't remember what my third one was. No, I did buyers.
Lisa?
I don't know. Let's look at my website. Hopefully it didn't erase everything. So I use this is the profile, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So I used a picture that I took out in the desert as my background picture, and then I have my About Bryan Collins Realtor and all my, this is my little description. I have an expert agent with a happy buyer, and I, talk about this. I just talk about being an expert agent, and then I use the second one to talk to buyers. I said, or you can sell your home, and I use my footer as a home sell thing. So honestly, if I was to go back and redo that, I would make it buyers, sellers, and then I would make this expert agent because I don't really need a picture to talk about myself. You know what I mean? So. What?
He made his logo,
Oh yeah, no, I made my own logo.
created it, so, yeah,
I do have, there's already a guide on YouTube that I made last week, or when the last class we were here, I created a quick logo for David, just as an example. I had a lot of people who liked it or whatever, so I posted the video up, so you can create your own logo very easily in Designs. And if you want the link to that, I can give it to you. So. Okay, so you have all of these sections that you need to edit. You need to find pictures. You need to come up with your own text that you need to write. Okay, so the next section is going to be the About Me section. See, now it's loading actually the stuff that I've filled in before, so that makes me happy. So About Me, and then I just put in there, my mission statement is, I'm a realtor and I help families achieve home ownership so they can start building long-term wealth and stability. That's what I put down in my About Me section. I probably should, I need to put stuff in there about my personal life, my family, that sort of thing, because people want to feel connected to you. They want to know that you're a real person, that you're not just this, business machine that only cares about money and buying houses. They want to know what you do in your spare time. They want to know that I like to longboard in Long Beach or in Huntington Beach. It's not something that you'd probably expect from me, but some people go, oh, that's fun. Well, I like to longboard. I'm a skateboarder too. So, you make those connections with your hobbies and your passions outside of real estate. Again, your SEO description should be, I don't know why I didn't fill it out. Your SEO description is going to be the back end Google searching, how people are going to find it. Again, you put your hobbies down there. When people search for hobbies, your real estate page might come up, and they go, "Oh, look at this realtor guy. He's got interests the same as me. Why is this? Let's click on his website and see what he's about." So that's your SEO, and then you can go into your content, which is going to pull from your marketing profile, because your About Me is going to be a lot about you, and your marketing profile was 100% about you. So it's going to pull your title, your real estate, or your page title is something you'll need to fill out. Your bio title. So this is the bio title was About Bryan. So it's a little redundant about me and then About Bryan. If you had a team or if you're on a team, this is where you could showcase multiple people on there. You can do that sort of thing. If you want your contact information to be different than what's on your marketing profile, you can individually change each one of these fields, and it does not affect your marketing profile. So if for some reason on this website you want to use a different email address or whatever, you have the option to do that. And then the third page that they are going to, that's going to create for you is going to be a contact us page. It's a very simple page that's already pretty much filled out as much as you need it to be. Mhm. Your SEO description should be filled out here. Again, you can copy and paste your SEO description if you want to make it very standard. If you like the way that it looks, you can just copy and paste all of your SEO descriptions from page to page to page. If you want to make a change so that each one's specific to the page that you're looking at, you can also do that.
Is there a way to change the background of this?
On this page, on the contact us, no, I don't think so. I think this one is pretty standard because basically your contact page is just a contact form. So you can put text in here and provide a description. Hey, I tried to reach out to everybody within 24 hours. Blah blah blah. Whatever you want to say in there, you can fill that out here. We have our team rally in 15 minutes, so I'm trying to make sure that I want to cover everything and hopefully get you guys to at least be able to lay eyes on each of the sections that we need to do. So I'm not going to save and continue because I don't want this to do anything crazy or whatever. The next page, all it says is what's next, and it gives you kind of like at the beginning, it says you can edit your web pages. It just gives you graphics. There's not really actually anything beyond that. So I'm going to exit out of here, but you guys should move forward and save, and continue, so that way it'll be saved for you that you can come back and you can edit some other things. No, I'm pretty sure it's 11. Yeah. So up here in your agent site pages, now you should have your About Me, About Us, and Contact Us page. The little eyeball here, you can click. Sorry, I'm pointing at the screen. The little eyeball right here, you can click, and then it should give you a preview of what that page looks like on your website. So this is what my, I don't remember what this page was. I think this is just the contact. Oh, this is just the About Me page. So we can get out of that. When you're on your website, those 3 pages show up right here. These are the page titles that I used, so that's why they look a little bit different than what they had said. The About page, and then the contact page. As a buying or selling a home is a huge deal. I don't take the task lightly, and I'm here to answer all your questions on your time. And then it's just a blank form for people to fill out if they want to contact. And then if you fill out all of your social media profiles, there's a link, there's a page in there, and it says Facebook, YouTube, blah blah blah, all that stuff. All of those show up right here, so anybody can click on any one of these things and go to my Facebook pages. They also show up down here at the bottom. These are all links to my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter, and everything else. So all of your social media can go in there, and that's good. So if we wanted to add a second page, what I did is they added the ability to display and create reviews on your website. So you don't have to rely on other places to have reviews done. It's not live yet, but they've given you the ability. So I have a page here that right now it's not live, but eventually it will be. I already created the page so that I have a spot to send my clients to write a review for me. And this is eventually what it will kind of look like. It just says, love me, review me. It says, thank you for being a valued client. Help me continue to provide the best service. I would sincerely appreciate it if you could take a few minutes. Apparently I didn't finish my sentence. First name, last name, address, and the client sends, and they have the option to use a year. They give it a star rating, and then they can write the review, whether you recommend, yes, and then they can preview the testimonial, and they'll be able to put that. It'll show up on the website, and then there's a second page that you need to build. This just accepts reviews, so you can share this page with any of your clients. They can write a review for you, and then you'd add a second page that would actually have the actual finished reviews to show up on the page. So again, it's not live right now. You can set up a page like this. You can, I will go in here and I will show you how you can create a review page. I really need more time with these things. Up here in the top corner, even you guys that don't have it, you should have a create a new site button. When you click on that, you have two options. You have on my agent site or as a standalone website. So for me, the review page is on my agent site. So I'll click on that, and then it should bring up the editor on my agent site, create a page. Okay, so it looks like that's not working today. If you wanted to create a... Oh, really? I'll give it a second, see if it... Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah, there it goes, blank.
Okay. Huh?
Widgets.
Okay, so up here, you'll title your page what you want it to be. So this is going to be new agent review. So this is going to be a new agent review page. We'll title that up there. And then right down here, you have the option for a testimonial capture form. If you wanted to make the page where people can see the reviews, and you want to make this your review page that you can advertise on YouTube or advertise on Facebook, like, hey, look at all the reviews I have, look at all the people that love me. You can do a testimonial carousel, and then it just gives you a widget that will, it'll rotate through all of your testimonials, your reviews, or you can do a list. And then from here, it'll just say from our clients. You'll be able to edit this up here that says, here's, what all the reviews that I've got, whatever. And then you can scroll down and all of the reviews will show up.
If there's some annoying person, how do you get rid of their review?
I don't know. That's not, yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to do that. They may give you the option to, again, this isn't a live feature that's currently working. This is future that they're like, hey, look at, you're going to be able to do this in the future. So those are things that we're going to have to come up with later to figure out exactly.
If somebody wants to, they can always submarine.
Yeah.
Is there a way also on this website to generate a QR label?
No, you need just to go to a QR code generator and then put in the website. It'll create a QR code, and you can add that to your business card or anything like that. So that's how you do that. You can save your changes so in order for you to move forward, you have to configure the widget. So you have to edit the widget. You have to enter your headline, which is going to be right here, like from our clients. So this is going to be just my reviews. And then your intro text is going to show up probably right here.
How did you get there to edit it? I'm there, but I'm not.
Here's all the words people say about me. And you can choose whether you want to include first name, last initial, city, client sense, or neighborhood. So if you don't want neighborhood or client sense, you can just include first name, last name, or first name, last initial, and the city. Or you can just do first name in the city. Whatever, it's up to you however you want them to display. And then you can select your testimonials. You can browse them. I don't have any, so because I haven't been able to do any of them. So I don't have to worry about that. So you can cancel that. And then you can save and apply. and this will save. So now my page is empty because I don't have any reviews, and the words that I wrote were very short. So we can save the changes there. And it says, would you like to publish this to your agent site? This will make it visible to others. I'm going to say no because I really don't want a blank testimonial page. It looks unprofessional. So we'll be done in 3 minutes.
Saving these things as drafts?
Huh?
There's no way of saving these things as drafts?
Sometimes there is. There's usually a button right here that just says save as a draft. Today, my save as draft button is missing. So again, it's going to be it's fantastic technology that is still working the kinks out of. We're really on the ground floor here of getting all this done.
How did you get to the headline page right there? Do the edits, because I'm like looking for it. Where it says headline.
Yeah, down at the bottom it says configure widgets.
Oh, okay.
When you add a widget, you have to configure it. You add the whatever it is you want. You kind of design and lay out the page how you want it, and then you go in to configure them, and then you can choose your listings or whatever it is that you're configuring for. For standalone websites, with these landing pages, I'll show you an example here. This is the Apple Valley. This is my land. It's just a standalone website. There's no other place to go. This is not part of my actual agent website. This is something I can advertise on Facebook very easily to draw attention. It also allows me to capture the leads for people who might be interested in this.
And those maps and stuff are all widgets?
Yep, it all comes up automatically. So real quick, we only got a couple minutes here. If you create a new site, you can create as a standalone web page. You can create a page. And then from here, you can, let's say, put your agent header in there, branded header. So now it has my picture and my phone number. I want to advertise for a listing, so we'll drag that in there. It says right here, widget not configured, so we have to make sure that we do that later. There's your map that automatically populates for you. I also want to put my YouTube video on the website, so that way I can, show off all of the things. And then I want a lead form because obviously I want to be able to capture any of the leads that I've got. So that'll go in here. So now that I've got my website laid out how I want it, I click on Configure Widgets. And it shows you right here the widgets, the branded header, not configured. The listing, not configured. Your video, not configured. And then the lead form, that one is already configured because it's very basic and it doesn't require any touching. So you can click on branded header and then enter a headline text. So this will be my listing, whatever. You put the address there if you want it to be there. And then you click up here, this little arrow, and it'll take you to the next widget. And from here, you can browse an address. So let me just see.
You have to put your own listing in there, huh? It doesn't pop up on its own.
Huh?
It doesn't pop up on its own.
No,
on
you-
KWLS.
You have to search for your listing in KW.
It came up under somebody else's name because it was previously listed by somebody else. That was weird.
No, if it's listed in the MLS, then you should be able to find it. If it was listed by somebody else in KW and they put it in the KWLS, maybe it came up first, but that should have been inactive. So if it's not, then maybe you need to look into that and make sure that they have an inactive listing somewhere. I was hoping to see if maybe we could find someone here, but anyways, so you want it? Why is this? Oh, Victor. Oh, I never actually searched the thing. So let's see. So we'll just use this one. I don't know. So we'll just use this listing here, and then you can choose the header image from the listing. And then from here in your video, you can enter a YouTube video URL right here, and it will show up. That's what I have on mine. Oops, where'd it go? This is where I have it in mine right here. This is the listing. This is where it pulls the photo from. And then right here I have my YouTube video on the landing page. So people can watch it straight from here. They don't have to go to YouTube. They don't have to search for it. It's just available. And then they can put in their information if they want to talk about this land. So, yep, that's pretty much it. That's configuring all the widgets. Obviously, we didn't really do anything for them, so they're not going to be checkmarked, so we're not going to be able to save them. But if you want to get more in depth or whatever, you can make an appointment with me. I'd be more than happy to, sit down and walk you through it and do all that stuff. We got to go because the team meeting is about to start. So thank you very much. And I really hope that it was helpful to you. Get your website set up. If you need any more information, again, like I said, just give me a call or set up an appointment with me.
Thank you, Bryan.
Thanks.